Good morning, Delta. How are you doing? How is it going? Look at this, Fifi. Why is there so much hay everywhere? Is this yours? No. You can have it later, though. Morning, Drew. Morning, Hansan. Morning, Cosmic and Joe and Palin and Rafane. How is it going? How are you all doing? Good morning, Bennett. Morning, Max. Oh? What she had? Suddenly looked as if she was just peeking around. She did refuse hay, but she's relaxing. If it was food, she wouldn't refuse it. I guess hay is always around. It loses its novelty. How are you doing, Delta? How's it going? How is everyone doing? Vamp, thank you very much for the host. Gerry, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Why does no one to focus on you again? You're not that fluffy. Good morning, Mana. Oh, I had a bit of a, I was going to say debacle, but I don't know if that's the right word. Morning, G-Volt. Morning, Anno. I had a bit of a crisis last night that kept me up until 2 a.m. So I feel, but then I had like a massive dream. Catastrophe, calamity, yes. 'Twas both of those. Good morning, Charlie. Morning, L Comics. Good morning, Limewood. Oh, look. Look at her resting her chin on him. Oh. Oh, Fifi. A little husband pillow. They're like perfectly entwined. I did again. Thank you very much for the sub. How are you doing? How's it going? Good morning, Rob. I was up till 3. I did not recommend clubbing the night before traveling home. You young people. Morning, Tinpot. Thank you for the host. This is where we need the snuggle emote. Isn't the snuggle the smush? Is smush a follow? Good morning, minion. Look at you. Being a right young person, you are. You are. You're not. Are you flying home or are you training? Good morning, Bubble. So no, last night I went upstairs to like see if Squeak was awake, and I was like, I moved it back to tier 1 again. Oh no. Oh no. I lose track of what I do with emotes. I'm chaos. Morning, Nick. But he got a long tail. Little tail peeking out. Oh, Fifi. Oh, Fifi. Good morning, lifelike. So yeah, I went upstairs to check if Squeak was awake so I could get her out, and I peeked inside her cage, and basically I hadn't got her out the night before. I don't know what he's doing, Fifi. Good morning, Ole. Happy birthday. So I went upstairs to see Squeak, and I hadn't got her out the night before because we'd been out late, and so I hadn't really looked inside her cage. I just like checked for signs that she was okay and stuff. And then, so there's one night that I missed, and then I looked in last night, and there was honestly like about this long, a massive mushroom that had grown inside of her cage, like right down the bottom of the bedding. And I was like, oh my God, because like mushrooms, firstly, mushrooms shouldn't be growing inside a cage. Secondly, they're like poisonous for hamsters, a lot of them. So I was like, oh geez. The only thing I can think that it was obviously it's been a bit warmer. It was in a bit with no ventilation. It was where she wheezes. This was real. This was horribly, horribly real. So I was like, oh no, I can't leave that in there. So I had to, like, while she was still asleep, I had to scoop out all of the bedding around her burrow and then wait for her to wake up. She then woke up, walked out, and was just like, the heck is going on? Where's all my... And then she just turned around and went straight back to bed, and I was like, no, Squeak, I need you to wake up, please. So then I got her out when she finally did wake up, and I cleaned it all out, and I didn't have enough bedding to replace it. So she just has like a little, she's only got like a couple of inches of bedding there now until I can buy some more. So I have to but I'm a bit scared of like rebuilding it in case it happens again. The only thing I can think of is that basically we used a type of hay. We were basically just given like a bag of hay from a random farmer guy in like he's thinking of doing like animal bedding hay. So like try this out sort of thing. Tinbot, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you. 5 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. So we used this hay that we didn't normally use to like layer the bedding. And I'm wondering if there was like a spore in there. And then it was just lying dormant. And then as soon as it was in the right conditions, like it was damp and it was slightly humid and there's no ventilation, it just seized its opportunity to grow. And in the last 2 days just shot up. So, get on it, Nico. So yeah, just a rogue spore. It was. So yeah, it was just panic mode. So I was still... how did the mushroom taste? Oh my gosh, I did not try it. I did not try it. Poor little Squeak had her world turned upside down. It did mean that she, I'm not sure where it came from. But it could be that I just didn't have, mushroom to work with. I don't know. But I was up until like 2 a.m, still sorting out her tank. So it meant that she got like 2 hours of running around. She got 2 hours of free roam time, which was nice for her. But yeah. Bunnies, would you like your non-mushroom breakfasts? Dear oh dear. So that was my little nighttime adventure. And now I'm worried about Squeak because it didn't look as if she had eaten any of it. But I am worried because mushrooms are very bad for hamsters. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed she's okay. Also, I will say, happy birthday, Ole. Oh. There you go. Happy birthday. I hope you have a very, very, very lovely birthday. Boo, boo, boo. There you go. Fifi has become the hat bunny because I'm too worried about distracting Gerry whilst he's eating, in case he just turns tail and walks off. Gerry's holding a pellet in his hand. There you go. Dr. Simon says bunnies can't hold things. Explain that. Explain how Gerry is... It doesn't want to focus on it. Explain how Gerry is holding this pellet. Gerry looks uncharacteristically dignified right now. He's always dignified. He's a very sophisticated boy. Come on in, Polly. Come on in, Megalomaniac. But yeah, then afterwards, I went to sleep, and oh my gosh, I had like the biggest dream that I've had in a long time. And I woke up and Alex was like, "Oh, did you have any dreams?" And then he was there for like 5 minutes whilst I rambled on about my dream. But yeah, it was huge. Huge. Now we know what was in that mushroom. Oh dear, oh dear. Gerald is always dignified, thank you. It's the other one that causes trouble. I mean, she's very, she has her moments of sophistication as well, I would say. Don't you, Fifi? Did you have any dreams? I've made a terrible mistake. I think because I've not really had dreams recently, I think he was expecting a sort of like, oh, maybe something about fire trucks, I guess. I don't know. But this was like, oh my gosh, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. Morning, Breezy. And morning, Rach as well. Didn't say morning to you. Brady is a real pickle. It do be like that. Good morning, Mortara. Get those two that are hidden over there. I learned Joe is able to lucid dream. Wait, as in our Joe or Joe Hickson? Maybe I should try and I would like to get someone who could lucid dream on the podcast, just because I'm very curious about it. Yes, that Joe, he said it in a video. Ah. Fifi. There we go. She gets so much sleep in her eyes, bless her. Go on, Gerry. Oh, is he losing? Oh no, he's lost interest. He did well, though. He did do well. Come on in, Virida. Here you go. Look, he's just squished. Okay, I'll save 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can get even numbers. There you go, Fifi. You can have those. But I'll save 8 of them. And then I can give them... I need to start wearing a top that has pockets in it for the morning. Looks like he has a little butt. Look at that little booty. Oh, Gerry. Oh, Gerry. Gerry's little bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, wait, he had a hidden one too. Okay, I've got... Oh. Have I not done his medicine this morning? I don't think I have. I think I was too distracted with getting... their ice pods were like covered in... Basically, I redid the dig box yesterday and it caused a massive cloud of muck. Oh no, I think she smelled that I have some in my hand. Oh no. What did I do his medicine? I can't think now. Why are you snaffling around? I swear, the nose on this bunny. I'm gonna go round. Do 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 do. I had to like triple check that it was actually Thursday this morning before I put the stream title up. The week has just gone really odd because it feels like it should be Wednesday. I think doing demos. She knows there's still food. She does. I think because I was just doing demos for like 2 days, it's confused me because I've just been playing so many different games instead of having it's not Wednesday, my dudes. Good morning, Emma. So it's just thrown me off slightly. One of them weeks. Hey, did I actually get away with giving Gerry a pellet then? Fifi didn't seem to notice. Well, I think she noticed, but she doesn't mind. is getting so warm and stuffy down here now. It's yeah, definitely getting into the horrible sticky summer week. Buns needed after a midnight anxiety attack about work. Oh no, that's butts. I spent all of yesterday thinking it was Thursday, so you're not alone. Morning, Smud. Went to get 37 degrees on Saturday. That's just too much. That's just too much. I'm just not built for that sort of weather. So stuffy you could eat it for Christmas. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. Oh yeah, tomorrow's meant to be like the big sticky day, isn't it? Over here. I think I'm just going to have to stay indoors. I never know whether opening the windows is like a good or a bad thing to do. Because it like lets in a breeze, supposedly. But also, are you just letting in the warm air? Is it better to be is it better to just be indoors with the windows closed? There we go. Those are the final ones, Benoise. Open the windows so the sun isn't shining on. Yeah. We tend to I think we're quite lucky with the way the house faces that it doesn't get like too bad down here. You want to cover your windows, preferably from the outside, and keep them closed until the evening. I just have the windows open at both ends constantly. Want to let a breeze flow through. If it feels warmer outside, you just let warm air in. Fiancé likes to point a fan outside the window to suck the hot air from the room and blow it outside. Ah. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. But I know that a lot of people do like the warm. So I'll take it for a couple of days, just for Nina. You just shoved Fifi's butt into Gerry's face. What, did I? Oh no, I'm sure they don't mind. They're constantly doing it to each other anyways. The stuffiness is worse than the heat for me. Yeah, I think that's the problem, is it's just so like precisely, Fifi. Precisely. It's just that when it's so still and you're not getting a breeze through. I think maybe I should buy a fan for down here. Because I remember back when we were in the flat and it used to get quite warm, and would put a fan on that pointed into the bunny's room and or the bunny's like enclosure, and just watching Gerry's little mane. Watching Gerry's mane be like an 80s hair rocker was always good. I am for sale. I can do you a good deal. Anything except the endless weeks of cloud for me. Do it now before they sell out. That is a good point. That is a very good point. Does someone want to come around and fan Gerry? Just feed him grapes. Did you hear about Vince McMahon being investigated by WWE for paying off women he had affairs with? No. I mean, I can't say it particularly surprises me, but I hadn't heard that. Oh. I would, but sadly I have to be in Edinburgh. That's fair dues. Hello, Rob. I can feel my tummy wanting to do a big rumble. Yeah, I feel like this is like today's weather is on the verge of what I'm okay with, which means that if it does get worse tomorrow, that will be in melting territory. And I just feel sorry for Alex, because when I come in and share the room with him, because he'll be working and have the fan on, and then I have to come in and be like, no fan for you. because of the noise. I got a cosplay tomorrow and it's supposedly going to be 30. How what sort of like cosplay are you doing? Is it something that has many layers and chainmail? I always think that when people do like LARP, I'm like, I couldn't do that in this heat. And you've got your chainmail and all your underlayers and such. Morning, Nag Nag. Can't get it to focus on the both of them at the same time. We're gonna have one blurry bunny. Either way. Gerry looks how I feel. Just melted. Melted onto the ice pod. Maybe I should just get a massive ice pod. Turns out as 1-0 go. Oh, I hope it passes quickly. I was trying to remember how long how long COVID was doing me in for, and I think it was like 3 days before my throat started feeling better. Could always try to stream with the fan on. I feel like streamers underestimate the noise cancelling ability of mics. It's true. The problem is our the fan that we have for the room is like, it's not an oscillating one, it's just one that's permanent and it's huge. It was one that Brie was getting rid of, so we ended up taking, and it is huge. But I could give it a go. I'm trying to think of all the things I did last year. I think there was a long time that I would put those ice packs on the floor and just put my feet on them. And that was like one way to keep cool. Hand me down for your little brother. He's my big brother. I am little sister. If it's a constant noise and you use voice meter or something similar, you could try fiddling around with the noise gate or something. Come on in, Sampard. This is true. This is true. I could see from your brother recently. It was quite a while ago now. I can't remember why he was getting rid of it now. I guess maybe he just got a more fancy one. One of those really fancy ones, the Dyson ones or whatever. But yeah. It's Fifi's not even lying anywhere near the ice pod. They do. See, the thing is, it's easier to keep bunnies warm than it is to keep them cool. So summer's always the tough time, because in winter, you just do they've got little coats on anyway, and you just put a blanket in a box and they're pretty much snuggle up and that's them done. But keeping them cool is always the difficult ones, because same problem, they've got big fluffy coats. Just the rings that somehow blow wind without making noise. Yeah, those ones. And you get the ones like the really fancy ones that are also heaters. They do both. I'm like, how? What witchcraft is this? But yeah, it's gonna be like towels in the freezer on the back of the neck season again. But then you hear all these things about how it's like if you cool yourself down too much, it puts your body into shock and it starts warming you up again, sort of thing. So you're like, oh, should I do the opposite? Aren't you meant to like have a cup of tea, have warm drinks to then cool you down? I don't know. I want one of those. The Dyson Whatsits. The Dyson Whatchamacallits. They say don't drink ice cold water. Yeah. But I love the noise. I love the sound of the ice tinkling around in a glass. Last year we filled our sheets with those Refreezable picnic cube things. Yeah. I like to like before you get into bed, fill the bed with like ice. You know, like the things you put in coolers. I guess our version of ice pods. I used to give my dog ice cubes to eat when it's warm, but apparently that messes up their own heat regulation, so I stopped. It's like oh, what's the like you're not meant to you sometimes there are certain breeds of dog that you naturally think like, oh, I need to thin out your coat because you're gonna overheat. Like huskies and golden retrievers and such. Alsatians. When really I think that extra layer of fur is meant to help keep them cooler somehow. I can't really remember the fluff science. But yeah, I think there are some types that you're just not meant to brush, as tempting as it may be. Morning, Apex. How are you doing? How are your little ones? I think Trot once mentioned that he used to literally wet/dampen his pajamas before going to bed. That doesn't sound comfortable. Going to bed in damp PJs. Morning, evil cow. A question for Dr. Simon, I guess. This is true. This is true. No longer are we just going to ask strange questions about mythical beasts. We actually just want real life advice now, please. See, the problem I have is that I can't really sleep with like that sort of noise going on. Whereas Alex finds it really comforting to have like the hairdryer on or a fan on, that sort of white noise. To ask how the fur of mythical creatures works. This is true, best of both worlds. They are hot, but the pods are out today. Ooh. And I've been cheeky and put a couple of drops of orange juice into their water, so that will need topping up again in an hour. Oh. Little summer fresh. But Dr. Simon explained the fluff science. Please? He's secretly trying to burn down the house. I know, I found it very strange at first, but I found out that it is actually something that a lot of people do, apparently. Do you say infinity when scientists can't be bothered to work out the number? I always wonder that, like when they say, oh, there are this many billion stars, and I'm like, did you actually count though? Or did you count a bit and then just multiply it by however many? Like, well, there's 5 there, so I guess it's probably about 6 billion or something. Who's going to check precisely? If you take a box of ice cream out of the freezer, you may wrap it in a blanket to keep it cool longer. I wish that worked for humans too. Yeah. It's going to have to be, maybe I'll like keep spare pillows at the side of the bed and put ice packs on those, and then I can always have like super cold pillow in the morning as well. Wait, why would it to put multiple layers in 100-degree weather? Your pet's fur coats are actually providing them with heat relief, acting like insulation. A dog's coat keeps him from getting too cold in winter, but also keeps him from overheating in summer. Our pet's coats have several layers that are essential to their comfort and heat. Rubbing your dog or cat with this natural cooling system can lead to discomfort, overheating, and sunburn. Yeah, because I just remember that from working at the vet. Sometimes you get like malamutes in, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, you must be overheating, and your natural reaction is like, let's thin out that fur a bit. But then you're like, no, you must leave it. It is essential. I can see 2 bunnies in the small area of Bryony's house. Therefore, I conclude Bryony has 10,000 bunny. It is true. It is true. But yeah, the one I think I'm most worried about is keeping Belly cool, because she's just in obviously like a very small glass tank and she, like, if it reaches, like, I'm trying to think what the dangerous temperature is for crested geckos. I want to say 24 degrees. But yeah, so she's going to be the tough one. I might end up moving her into a room that keeps a bit cooler, just in case. But yeah, fire the cannon. Isn't her entire physiology designed to keep her cool? Yeah, I mean, I guess in, like, she's not in, I guess, a very natural habitat is the thing. I mean, maybe it's time to move her into this. Keep her downstairs where it's a bit cooler. Aren't they tropical animals? Yeah. But I guess it's like, is it that it's like a different type of heat to where she would be from? I don't know. I have to, Fion's looking very intense. I had to put sun cream on my doggo. Oh. Oh, bless. Oh, yeah, don't you have to worry about, like, taking them out when the pavement is too hot as well? You don't want them to burn their little paws. All of this stuff. Hello, Alex. Hello, my love. Yeah. Gotta look after all these little ones. If I wear multiple coats, will it cool me down? No. No, Manna, don't do it. Get little booties for them, you can. If it's too hot for your hands, then it's too hot for them. Seems like Tamara doesn't like heat. She never basks when the heater is set to 30 degrees, but happily does when it's at 25. Have to wait till quite late. Honestly, like, the, oh yeah, look after yourself too. Good morning, Space Abe. The number of dogs that we would get in at the vet during summer because of heat stroke. People would come in and they'd be like, I don't understand. It's a lovely hot day, so I took my dog out for a 2-hour run around the park and now they've collapsed. And I'm like, why do you think that might be? So yeah, you do have to be very careful with them. Luckily not something I've got to worry about with the bunnies, as we don't tend to go out for walks, do we? Oh my gosh, a double yawn. First a Gerry yawn, then a Fifi yawn. That just goes to show it is a very snoozy day today. My dog is 16. I won't really take him out when it's much over 20. I'm scared of him getting heat stroke. Yeah, that's feddies. I mean, dogs don't really mind just going out like a little bit later when it's cooler. When the sun is past the yard arm or whatever they say. Is that the saying? Morning, Darkwing. Yawning is contagious. It is. Fifi looks so much taller than Gerry when she sat like that. I think it's just because you can see her arms and how much longer they look. I have adapted your ice dish method for cooling and put a dustpan lid in the freezer for tomorrow's heat. Do you think it'll work? I mean, you can try. What can I do to keep my rabbit cool this weekend? So if you don't have ice pods, things you can do is, like, if you have any plastic water bottles, bottled water, stick a bottle of water in the freezer, and then if you have like a spare pillowcase, put it at the end of a pillowcase, and then they tend to lie up against it. So yeah, if you just have those like scattered around, that is a good method for keeping them cool. Also, if you have, one thing I've not tried but is meant to be good, if you have a fan, instead of having the fan directly on them, if you put like a sheet in the freezer and then point the fan at the sheet, I think that's meant to act as like a strange AC, like a lazy AC. But I've not tried that one. But yeah, if you have a fan, that can be good for them. And a sheep. She's going to start causing chaos unless the treats come out. What, Fifi? I'm worried they're not going to like the treats for today. I ask as my bun is laying directly in the sun. Honestly, you spend all this time trying to keep bunnies cool, and then Gerry will always genuinely find like the one tiny patch of sunlight and lie in it. And I'm like, I'm doing this for you, Gerry boy. If you have a bowl of ice water and put a fan behind it, blow on the bowl for a while. It's a great for cooling a room. Yeah, I guess it's like that sort of theory. I don't know if they're coming back. I was being lazy and not getting up and going over there, but it appears Gerry is hiding behind the sofa now. Allegedly, having a bowl of ice cubes behind your fan helps it because it sucks the cool air up the ice. Do, do, do. Is that a Gerry boy? Hello? Hello? By all right, our half should be wilting in this heat. Yeah, he's happier than he's ever been and hopping and binking more than ever. Honestly, you do get some bunnies that are just little sun sponges. Gerry is the same. Don't think there's anywhere in our room we could put a fan where they wouldn't reach it to nibble on juicy, glorious cables. But yeah, before we had the ice pods, we used the water bottle method. And a lot of the time, for the first few days, they would just be attacking them. And I'm like, I feel like you're expending more heat. Another thing you can do is sometimes we'll like freeze like mint. I'll put mint in the freezer and then they can just nibble on that. It tends to like thaw quite quickly, so they're never having anything that's too frozen. I know about keeping rats cool. I know you're meant to do that thing where you put frozen peas in a bowl of water and that keeps rats nice and cool. But you can't really do that with bunnies on account of they won't pick them up out of the bowl, and also they shouldn't really eat peas. Hello? Just rats? I imagine it would work with other mice, probably. Probably work with mice. Can chinchillas eat peas? I don't know. Just scatter frozen banana everywhere. I can make Gerry like a little banana smoothie. You can have a little frozen nana smoothie. Sadly, the only time I had a pet mouse, we didn't have him for very long, and it was winter the whole time that we did have him, so I never really got to do things of keeping him cool. Friend of mine, for her kids in summer, freezes banana and then blends it. That is meant to be like, a lot of the recipes for like vegan ice cream involve like freezing banana, smushing it up. Come on in, Ted. Gerry, was that a little binky? Was that a binky? I saw him do like a teeny tiny little... just put my hand directly on Fion's snoot. I'm sorry. We didn't have him for very long, bless him. We only had him for about 2 months. He was a beautiful little boy, little dime. But yeah, we weren't blessed with him for too long. I've never seen Gerry out there. He seems to hop up there every now and then and just sort of look around and be like, huh. And then he gets back down again. And that's it. He's like, that's quite enough adventure for today. Yeah, I'm worried. I am worried that the bunnies aren't going to like their treat for today because there wasn't really much at the shop yesterday. It was slim pickings. So this wasn't what it was cracked up to be. Yeah, she's like still here. Just surveys his kingdom, gets back down, checks everyone's paying their taxes, and then he's happy. My favourite snack, slim pickings. It's basil, but they're not really like basil isn't really one of their favourites. They'll eat it, but I've never seen them get particularly excited for it. Boop. Eclipse, thank you very much for the sub. 21 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. And a happy birthday for recently. Wasn't it your birthday about 4 days ago or so? We're still within birthday week, aren't we? Happy birthday. Turn it into caprice, they might like it more. What's that? What are these fancy words you're using? On the 9th. It was 3 months ago. It was 84 years ago. On the 9th. And I definitely know what the date is today, so I can totally tell how long ago that was. Oh, wait, the 5th, it's the 16th. So wait, the 16th. So we're just within the week. I remember it was the 14th on Tuesday. That is my logic. Because I went to go see Daddy Freya. Do you know one of the funniest moments of going to see that is because obviously people with British accents tend to just call him Daddy. So you know when you go to when you go to a gig and they oh, Kitty Cat, thank you very much for the sub. Congratulations on your baby carrot. Twitch baby one. Make sure you keep them nice and cool in this hot weather. Yeah, so when you go to a gig and they do that thing where they go off stage and they're like, this is our last song, oh, bye-bye. And then they go and then everyone like chants their name and then they come back on. And so for like 2 minutes, I was just stood in a room full of like 1,000 people just going, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. It was quite the experience. Oh, and that summoned Rossabo. Morning, Rossabo. How are you doing today? I just got off a 35-minute call. Happy to have Bunny in the background. Ah. It was so good though. Oh, I won't go back on about it again. Daddy Rossabo, yeah. Oh, but it was Rossabo was like Beetlejuice. Well, if you just shout Daddy 3 times, how many times? It is 3 times for Beetlejuice, isn't it? For my sins, I have never seen Beetlejuice. It's one of those things that growing up I kept thinking like, oh, I should really watch this, but I never did. But is it 3 times? I think it reminded me of oh, what's the Rick Mail one? Oh, what's it called? What's the one where Rick Mail plays an imaginary friend? Drop Dead Fred. Yes. Oh my gosh. I think I saw that and then I saw Beetlejuice and I thought, well, it's probably around the same thing. So I never watched Beetlejuice. Because in my mind, they just got like smushed into the same film. When they're probably nothing alike. I think it's just the fact. Not that far off. Oh, okay. I think I just always saw Beetlejuice as like the spooky version of it. But yeah, Drop Dead Fred used to really freak me out. I think because it was just like, I was never really into the sort of like icky humour. And I think because of that, I wasn't particularly keen on it. It was just a bit too for me. Daft Dave, thank you so much for the sub. 70 months of buns and broccoli and bun chat. Oh, lovely potatoes and beans. Ooh, potatoes and beans. Like beans on a baked potato. That I could go with. It's a Tim Burton film. I do like Tim Burton. But now I think about it, I've not really seen many of his films. Like beans on a crumpet or beans in a crock. How are you doing, Dave? How's it going? Good morning. Uh, oh, I guess I should just face it, shouldn't I? I should see if the bunnies. Should we get prepared to be rejected? Just watch the bunnies' faces get disappointed when they don't like the treats. If neither of them if they just don't want to eat it. Sweeney Todd, yeah, Sweeney Todd, the butcher of Thingy Street. I can't remember what it's called. The butcher of Bakerloo, butcher of the West End. What's like the famous tagline of Sweeney Todd? The demon barber of Fleet Street. That's the one. The butcher of Butcherville. The baker, did they wash their hands? Finally. Finally they did. Okay. Let's try this. I'm just worried I'm gonna see Gerry's disappointed face, and I'm not sure I'm prepared. Ooh. We're gonna just look at Fifi for a bit because I stood up. And you can't just go standing up when you get to my age. You have to make a big deal out of it. There we go. Bunnies, let's just get this over with. I was potzing. Not too bad. Oh, look at that, Gerry, please. Gerry, please just try it, just a little bit. What about if I get like one tiny leaf? Go on, Gerry. Yep, that's his face when he really likes something. Oh, Gerry. He does this. There's some things that he's just like, I don't like this, but I'll eat it. Come on, Gerry. What about this bit? He's okay with that bit. No, the flicky feet. Fifi, I'm so in trouble. I'm so in trouble. She's just like, I don't care, it's food. She don't mind. Look at her. Look how big that leaf is compared to your head. Oh, the good news is that Gerry does have banana tomorrow. He will get Nana. I'll try him with this leaf. Oh, it's got a bit of a scabby end. I'll try him with this leaf before Ffion gets it. But he'll probably reject it. Knock, knock. He's like, why? Why would you even... I'm so proud of you, Fifi. She don't mind. Oh, look at him, the poor baby boy. Oh. Mother, please, I do not want this. You don't mind, do you? Look, she's asking for more. She's like, I don't really like it, but I'll eat it. It's food. I mean, to be honest, I am like that. Like, there's so many times that as long as food is in front of me, I'll keep on eating it, and I'll be like, ugh. But I don't really, there'll be no enjoyment there, other than just the pure enjoyment of vaguely eating food. I mean, could he have some early banana? Oh, I don't know, but then I worry about giving him too much nana tomorrow. Morning, Jedi. How you doing? This reminds me of the conversation in the recent GTA main video channel where Ozzy didn't let Booth eat anything. Oh, yeah. I saw that. I saw that. That is, yeah, that's Fifi. What if we compromise? What if I give them a do you want to watch the Gerry up here? This is my trick. Here he is. He knows the sound of the treat lid. Where have you gone? Here you go. Here you go. This is something he'll be excited for. Fifi, I can't believe... Have you already stolen his? How did you eat yours so quickly? I refuse to believe that you did. Do you have pouches or something? Have you... Have you been taking lessons from Squeak? And she's just learned to store things. Eat Gerries. Put Fifi in the timeout corner. She's actually a kangaroo. I think she is. She's like a food hoover. Genuinely. Oh, look at her. Me in your way, Gerry. There you go. You can go back to snoozing. Off he goes. But no flicky feet this time. No flicky feet. We've made amends. There's those curvy jeans, yeah. Am I not as in trouble now? He's like, your punishment will be decided. But first, it is time for a nap. I don't think I did do his medicine this morning. I'm going to have to check. I've come up with a way to, hang on, I'm going to go round and under. Fifi. I have, Fifi. I've come up with a way to tell whether I've done his medicine or not. So I should know, because I kept on just forgetting. It's one of those things that, like... How is there so much pickling in one bunny? I'm being attacked by Fifi. Oh, are you trying to get on my back? What are you doing, Fifi? I do love Fifi. She makes me giggle. Yeah, because he has medicine twice a day. So there's a whole thing involving an olive dish that is the system, but it works. It works. I really hope the room is cool enough for Stardew today. Bye, Charlie. Have a very, very, very lovely day. You haven't taken vitamins for at least 2 days. We have pill bottles that have timers on the top to show when it was last open, presumably for things easy or deed, but that's good with everything. Ah, that is clever. That is clever. It is Thursday. It is somehow Thursday already. I realised I've still not even got the book club book, and I've got all of next week to read it. But I tried ordering it from the library, and I've still not had an email saying that it's there, so I might end up just having to cave and buy it so that I can actually get started on it. Because I think it is like 400 pages. I guess that's not too much. But yeah, chonky for a week. Maybe I'll order that today. What's the book? The Secret Life of Albert Entwistle. The usual book club way. Yeah, I was hoping I could finally make use of... Maybe instead I'll get July's book. It's Thursday, watching Buds on Thursday. Oh, Banooies. Yeah, maybe I'll just get next month's book. I'll be prepared for that. I'm skipping June and just going straight for July. I was watching Alone the other day, and one of the contestants. Wait, what? Hansan? Hansan, I think we have a ban needed in chat, please. Thank you. Thank you, Hansan. There we go. There we go. Maybe I should say I need to make it sound more cool, guy. We need to be like, Hansan, take out the trash. Need like cool guys don't say things directly. I'm not cool enough. I'm like, please ban them. Whereas target acquired. We need like spy phrases. Put that pigeon out to roost. You know what to do. And then there's an explosion behind us, but we don't turn around to look at it because we're too cool. We just turn away and walk slow motion towards the camera. Mods, take them out, please. Put that pigeon in a hole. Is that cool? Oh wait, maybe we should have something that's more oh my gosh, can we start saying snap that spaghetti? Oh. Snap that spaghetti. We're making bolognese. Take out the recycling to the proper area. That's cool. That is cool. Recycling is cool. Sort the trash. Oh dear. Dear oh dear, what a stinky butt. What a big old stinky butt. Onions chopped, tomatoes diced, spaghetti snapped. Snapped, not stirred. Oh, James Bond. Oh my gosh, yeah, we could say chop egg to crack. If I stream again, I need to make the Hansan take out the trash line and allow. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, she cleaning. Look at her. See, this is another thing that I need to learn to do. Is because I always start reading sentences from the beginning out loud. And I sometimes remember not to do it. But then sometimes then I start and I'm like, oh no, oh no. I need to read first. Brain first, mouth later. Remember that. Get a bigger saucepan. They don't make saucepans as big as spaghetti. Oh, actually, they probably do. Usually it's hard who causing those dilemmas. I know. Oh, Vamp, you should stream again. Your streams are always very lovely. Same for you, Hansan. Both of you. Very, very lovely eggs. Strem. Look at that. I will stream again. You'll stream again. Don't know where. Probably your channel. Don't know when. Boop, 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 boop. 3, 2, 1. Well, actually, I can see the timer. I've got 30 seconds now. You got a 30-second countdown to me slapping my knees and saying, well, in my best Danny Dyer impression. I can't think of what to say. Bunny's good. Gerry is sweet. Gerry is 3, 2, 1. Well, I guess it's guess it's time to send you away. Clyde, otters, ducks, wolves, snakes, chickens, claws. Oh, should we go to Vizty? Vizty is a very lovely bean. Now we've had the weather, is my cue to actually start doing some work. I had no knee slap. Oh, hang on. Oh, don't bang my head. Wow. Sending us away. Yeah, but we'll get you back again. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. But yeah, I will be back for... Yeah, go on, Hansen. You're on a roll now. You're on a roll. Do it. Be like... Wait, what do you put on a roll? You tend to just put things inside rolls, don't you? Unless it's a tiger bread. Well, everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you, Achilles. Is that how you say your name? Thank you very much for the follow. I will speak to you all soon. I'll see you at 2 p.m. for Stardew with the BRBs. But until then, have a lovely time. Say hello to Vizty. Do something that makes you happy. Treat yourself to a treat. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Crimes? I guess so. Just little ones, though. Victimless crimes. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye, Fifi. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, last second toffee. Nom 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 nom. Thank you, Rosabo. Bye-bye. Boop.